Hello, this is a tutorial for one of the tools built within the Socrative app. There are other tutorials out there about how to use Socrative at the basic level. Socrative is an audience response system that has a number of different types of features for various things that you can do for formative assessment. I'm only going to show one piece here, and that is a product with inside Socrative called the Exit Ticket. The Exit Ticket is a great tool to use for just-in-time formative assessment, and that's what I'm going to show you here. Before I go on, you would want to watch the other tutorials on Socrative to learn what else it will do, because this is only going to show you one feature. So if you want to learn the full functionality of Socrative, you're going to want to watch the other tutorials. There are two different versions of Socrative. In October 2013, Socrative 2.0 came out. It came out in beta form, and it is still in beta form now, but I have used it successfully since then, have not had any issues, so you might want to consider using the Socrative 2.0. Whichever version you use, it's important to know that is where you built your activity. If you build it in Socrative, this is your login. Students will go to the letter b.socrative.com in order to access your content, and they will go, m.socrative.com. They will go to b.socrative.com for the beta version, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So if you have not created your Socrative account, you're going to want to do that where it says Teacher Sign Up. After that, you would go to Teacher Login to get to Socrative version 1.0. To get to 2.0, which is what I'm going to show you, you would click on that button. That takes you to this particular spot. Now again, this is what you have to give your students in order to get access. If they have a mobile device, there is a Socrative app that's free that they can load. But if students are going on either on a device that's not theirs, where they can't load the app, or they're going on with a laptop, b.socrative.com is where they're going to go, and they would go to this spot and join the room. And I'll show you that in a second. So I'm just going to log in here to my account. So here is your dashboard. If you have seen any of the other tutorials I've done, starting a quiz and managing a quiz is really where you're going to be probably going most of the time, and what you might be familiar with. But Exit Ticket is what I'm going to show today, and that's a really great tool for just-in-time formative assessment. You really don't have to do a lot of prep on this at all in any particular time, in any class period. After maybe you've done some lecture, they may have participated in an activity, but some learning has taken place and you want just a really quick assessment on where is everybody at. So all I have to do is click on Exit Ticket. And again, I don't really have to prepare. If I've just decided right now I've got 5 or 10 minutes left in class and I just want to kind of gauge the student understanding, I just click on Exit Ticket and it launches 3 particular question slots here. So I'm just going to click on these boxes to show you what those are. The student view is a little bit different. Before I go to that, I want to point out the 128981, which is my room number. This is what you have to give to your students, and then they will go to b.socrative.com and they will join this room. Everybody has a different room, so you don't want to have them join this room number because that's my room. When you sign up for your own account, you will have your own room. If you are going to use Socrative, it's a good idea just to put this particular information in the syllabus so that way you don't have to remember what it is, students don't have to remember, it's always right there. So this is the first question. It defaults. This is the first question. How well did you understand today's material? That's the first question. So students get the ability then to use their mobile device or their laptop, and they can just tell you whatever it is that they need to tell you about that particular question. The second question, what did you learn in today's class? So again, first question, how well did you understand today's material? So they're going to kind of tell you how comfortable are they. So then if you go over to the next question, what did you learn in today's class? They're going to actually have to tell you what they learned. So they'll have to explain something. And then finally, the third question, this is the only space or time where you have to kind of put a little thought into this, is you may want to pick something specific. Maybe it's a key construct from that particular lesson. Maybe they've addressed it in question 1 or 2, but just to kind of be sure, please answer the teacher's question. So nothing is revealed here, but this might be where you you give them that question somehow. You hand it out in a piece of paper, you write it on the board, whatever, and this very easily you'll see, you'll be able to pull up the answers on this and get a real quick idea as to where people are. The ability for you to do this just in time, you can create this anytime you want. You don't even really have to think about it. Again, those first 2 questions are already populated for you. They never change. Those are the questions. How did you feel about the material today? And tell us something specific that you learned today. And then that third question is kind of like a wild card. The teacher can just come up with a question on the spot that he or she would like to know, and then you're good. When you're all set, you hit finish, you'll get the results and so forth. I'm not going to show you that here, but I think this is a real easy way to do just-in-time formative assessment when you don't have a lot of time and maybe don't have something prepared. You can do this multiple times throughout the course. You can do this at the end, or maybe right at break when you come back from break before you go on to new material in the second part of the class. So I think it's a very easy to use tool. Again, it's called Socrative. I'm using version 2.0. The only thing you have to tell your students about there is how to get to your particular exit ticket quiz, and that's b.socrative.com, and then they would enter your particular room number. Thanks.